With West African countries,
that's the other thing.
Yeah,
they bank their money in
with West
France.
African countries, they use, and they're trying to get out of that to their credit.
Yeah.
But with West African countries, they use the franc. Remember, even the French no longer use the franc because they adopted the euro.
Right.
But by using the franc means that their reserves are stored by the French
the
central bank. So for them to be able to access their reserves, they have to borrow their own money. Imagine atumenipatia pesa yako nikushikie. And then when you need some of it, I'm like, I'm going to give it to you, but I'm going to charge you an interest. And this is, and the amount of money that France, for example, steals from West African countries in this way is more than what all the corrupt African leaders are stealing.
Yes.
And that's what people sometimes don't want to bring to context. Yes, we do have some corrupt leaders in Africa, but compared to the corruption that's happening from European countries
from the West,
against
basically,
Africa, it is child's play compared to that, and that's the reason why they like supporting, you know, like certain puppet leaders who will not challenge, you know, like what they're doing.
Chembori Koi was literally gotten out of the AU because she was speaking too much about it.
Even Haiti, who was that? There was the dude, president, there's, you know, who was like, started pushing for repatriation from France. All that money that the dude didn't survive. He didn't. After a while, he was overthrown, and even now, the French, now it's coming out that the French actually instigated the overthrow, right? Even I think it was Chirac, the former,
Jacques Chirac, the former president.
He came out straight, and he was like, you know, France without Africa is nothing.
It's a third world country,
you know. And here we are, we kind of castigate ourselves. You're like, oh, I mean, we can't do this, you know, because we are down, we are so predisposed to all this corruption and stuff. No. It's like we started this race. This is a 400 meters race. The West started at 380.
Yeah, and we're trying to catch up.
Yeah, we're just starting, you know. Unfortunately, also, I mean, I don't want to dig into politics, but it's like the infrastructure that we've been given political-wise, and it's like we can't just get ourselves out of that rut. It's just they are not helping the whole issue.
And you see another thing that also happens within African countries with the way we were divided. You'll see people complaining at, maindia Tanzania ikiingia Kenya, or maindia Uganda ikiingia Kenya, you know, like the mkulima will be hurt. But no one is talking about wheat here Ukrainian ikiingia Kenya.
Or maize from
Brazil,
Mexico,
or wherever it's coming from. And here is where, you know, like I tell people, I like what, you know, like despite, you know, like Uhuru has had a lot of issues within his 10 years, you know, like of his presidency. But the one bright spot that I can talk about is trying to integrate, you know, like the East African community, because we have to start from somewhere. We have to start from somewhere where we start, you know, like seeing our neighbors across Uganda and Tanzanians, because we are separated, you know, like we see them as foreigners. Like we won't have a problem, you know, like getting imported goods from China. No one is talking about that, but people are complaining about, you know, like fruits that are coming from Tanzania. We should normalize, we should allow this to happen, so that even our farmers can learn from across the divide. If the people across the border are producing, you know, like getting their harvest at in a much cheaper way, we should learn, you know, rather than getting these items from, I don't know, Russia or from Ukraine, when we have these items, you know, like across the line. So, you know, because these things are only going to be important when we start being conditioned as seeing a Ugandan, a Rwandese, you know, or even now DR Congo. DR Congo is part of the East African community. We start looking at each other as the same people, regardless of whether we speak a different language or we speak Swahili in a different way. Bale batu banasema.